Hello, my name is host Eric. I'm the host Talking with Famous People. And today we're going to talk for our final topic today in our Go to Meeting session, which has been fantastic. I've had some really great videos out of this. Trenton's grandfather, Courtney here, has been a blast. And the last topic today I want to do is for your type, there's a family member, and this family member has sufficient leverage upon you to make you compel to the best of your ability without being fussy. In other words, you want to. This is very much in your interest to go along with this. But the thing that they've got planned is basically your worst nightmare day. Now, I want to hear, what does that day sound like to you? What do you have to do all day, etc. I could go first to sort of set some possible avenues of thinking about it. Might be helpful. So, for me, there's a couple ways that could go really bad. First of all, yeah, it's going to be probably a family ritual requirement. So first in the morning, I'd have to go to a wedding, and it would be an extended wedding ceremony. There'd be lots of standing up and sitting down, and lots of call and response back and forth and hoopla and stuff. And then after the wedding, instead of going to the reception, we go straight to like, I guess, some sort of other formal kind of expectation-laden thing. Like, next we're going to meet with a person who's got to get us who has to approve us for some process, and so we have to go kiss ass for a while. And it's so much in our interest, we got to actually kiss ass and get approval. We can't go troll them, you know. And so we really don't want to do that, right? And then after that, we're compelled to go and sit together with the other person and watch television programs that we feel are awkward. So I'm gonna have to watch like Real Housewives. I'm gonna have to watch that show TMZ. I'm gonna have to watch things that are both banal and appealing to people's sense of, oh my God, can you believe she did that? If I have to watch that kind of a media for a while. And then after that, I have to exist in the house with the significant other who's, as every time I try to sit down and do something, indicates to me that, oh, can you real quick just get up and go do this for me real quick? And then I have to get up and go do a little task for them. And say, okay, are you ready? Are you okay now? Yeah, I'm fine. Anything else you want to do? No. And I sit back down and they go, I'm so sorry, but can you just, yeah. Okay, and then, and then the very last thing is, I guess, I'm told I have to go to bed early, even though I'm not tired, at the end of the day. That's like my worst day imaginable planned by Aunt Judy for me. All right, so that's an example. Anybody else want to go next?
I'll go. So, I wake up and there's no internet, and then I have to go to church, and it's one of those Pentecostal churches, and they're like kind of going crazy. They're throwing chairs and stuff. And then after that, I have to babysit a kid by myself for like hours, and it's sick.
It's
and
sick.
it's disgusting. It's like vomiting. And then after that, I have to go and watch ESPN, and then I have to go to a formal party where small talk is accepted.
Not only accepted, young lady.
I mean, expected.
Expected indeed. And if somebody's got to police it at the end, you scored badly on small talk.
Oh God. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. I would like to host a party sometime, the theme of which is there are certain people who have been designated social behavior police, and they go around and write you tickets for perceived excesses or failings in FE. But then there's another group of people who are designated thinking police, and they go and cite you for tickets for unsubstantiated claims.
That was okay.
That one's okay. See, people don't want to get a ticket for that.
I wouldn't be making unsubstantiated claims.
I mean, people don't mind getting a ticket for that, but people would be like, "You gave him a ticket for awkwardness? That is so mean." Right? But they wouldn't say that's so mean if you say, well, your claim's unsubstantiated. Okay, next person. Nightmare Day, Aunt Judy, or whoever set it up for you. Who wants to go next? How about Unify? It's an entire day of people putting you on the spot to give answers to hypothetical scenarios. Is that your worst day ever? How about you, Lorenz? Are you paying sufficient attention to answer the question? Church and shit.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think?
Um, being woken up unexpectedly, being dragged into probably church. That isn't going to be a fun time for me. And then, yeah, just any kind of small talk that's expected of me. Dealing with a lot of people with high in FE. I'm not going to be want to do that.
So, if, for example, I were to say, okay, all of a sudden I'm dragging you out of bed and saying, hurry up, Lorenz, you're going to be late. And I drag you into a big convention center. There's cameras following you around all day. And your job is to make friends with everybody. And if you don't do it at the end of the day, you'll be subject to physical violence. How would you do? How well would you perform? If you really had to.
Well, if I really had to, I mean, those are kind of some circumstances that I wouldn't want to even, I wouldn't want to uphold because, like, why is there going to be violence inflicted upon me for not making friends?
Well, because a magician has come and told you that only your friendship holds the key. That's why.
I'll ask him for some drugs to help meet these friends that he's talking about.
Okay, well, he gives you lots of drugs. Now do you go make friends?
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Zach was here? Where is Zach's not here, is he? Okay, so have we done a religion discussion? No, I would like to do a religion discussion. Let's do that one next. I know I said this would be the last one, but I'm famous for just ignoring what I said before. Those words don't mean anything when I say things like that. Okay, Cook, you got anything to say about this? Contract under Guadalupe for sale?
Feel about the worst day
Yeah.
thing. I guess it starts with me waking up early, unexpected, and I've just been told that there are a large amount of guests at my house, and I have to cook them breakfast. And then I cook them breakfast, and then a whole nother slew of guests I don't know arrive, and I have to cook them breakfast, and now I'm getting hungry.
And you're not allowed to eat anything?
Process repeats. No, I'm not allowed to eat.
I see. What
And that
happens
repeats
when
until I
breakfast time is
finally
over? What happens? Everyone's eating all the breakfast now. What happens?
Alright, so I was making some really good eggs, and all the eggs are gone, and all there's left is a bowl of soup and bread. And then I'm told we have to go to church, and I have to eat it in the car.
Okay, you're breaking up, but you have to go to church. You have to eat your bowl of soup in the car. Now, is it a large bowl to prevent sloshing, or are you subject to sloshing?
Yeah, there's probably a bit of sloshing involved.
Right. You know, the sloshing epidemic in America is rising at an alarming rate, and something needs to be done about it. We need anti-sloshing legislation. Okay. So what else? Anything else you got for us? Contract?
Go to church, and then I have to leave the choir.
Okay. You're really cutting out bad. It's really hard to hear you. So I'm gonna go on to the next person here. Hami, did you chime in on the worst day yet?
I didn't go yet.
All right, go ahead.
It would start out the night before. My parents tell me that we have to go to this gathering, and then I'm trying to come up with a plan to try to avoid it, and I find out that there's no way to avoid it, so I go to sleep. I wake up, I still try to avoid it. My parents drag me there, some gathering with either family or people that I don't know and I don't care about. And then after that, I have to go to church or some religious gathering. And then I have to go to like another gathering where there's a lot of small talk.
Okay. I'm very interested to do religion now, hearing so much anti-religious perspective in here. That's interesting. Also, of course, the tie-in with soup and religion is obvious, so we don't need to even explain that. So, how about Shirky Shirk a lot? You've yet to speak a word. I'd be curious to hear your voice if you want to speak. If not, that's fine too. Unify? Anything to add besides church and shit? Your soup speaks 2 languages. Okay, well, great. I'm proud of your soup. I hold it in high esteem. Callum, I don't think you've gone yet. Anything you want to add to this topic before we move on? I'll take that as a no. Okay, let's go to a religion. All right, Unify, we're going to a religion.
No.
All right, let me stop this video. So, worst day got sidetracked by everybody's preference for a religion.